Ratbags. Alright, welcome to Vlogmas 3. I'm actually going to do this one as a quick get ready with me because I haven't done a Luke for the Books and Lukes stream for quite some time. So I thought it was probably a good time to do it. I was going to do one of the Vlogmases and talk about some of the products and stuff that I've been using, but I kind of don't really have time, so I'll talk a little bit about them as I go, maybe if I remember. I'm really not good at talking about makeup while I'm actually doing it. Let's see how we go. Shit. Okay, alright, well, you're not going to get better without practice, are we? Alright, primer. At the moment, I'm running a few different primers, but at the moment I'm using this Elf Putty primer, and I really rather like it, except for when my skin's dry, and then my skin doesn't like it so much, but other than that, it rather likes it. Alright, so Vlogmas today, Vlogmas 3. So little update, Ratty's doing really well. I managed to get his medicine into him a lot easier today with a lot, like, rats are such really little things. But yeah, I got his medicine down his throat today without like spilling any, and without taking, like, it only took a couple of seconds this time, so yeah, that was really good. And my toe, I think I forgot to tell you, but a couple of nights ago I kicked the top of my little toe off on this lava rock out in the bloody pitch black. Like, I don't know how, but it had somehow kind of rolled down the hill a little bit into the pathway, and I was storming around and, you know, didn't turn the light on as usual, and ran full tilt into it and smashed two of my toes, and I was just, tears were streaming down my face. I was in absolute agony. And I was going, okay, please, just let that be a bruise. And then I could feel the whole sole of my thong just, like, slick with blood. And there was just a big pool of blood in the bottom of my thong. And, yeah, I've knocked the whole bloody tip of my toe off. It's quite something. So I've been hobbling around, trying to keep it covered. It's really painful. Yeah, so yeah, I've been limping a little bit. This is kind of, well, it slowed me up a little bit anyway, didn't it? I'm not storming around quite so manically. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for houses, so I've had a few okay, so what concealer are we going to use? So we're going to use Jeffree Star's nice silicone heavy concealer. So there's a couple. I went and had a look at one yesterday, but it was just covered. It was all carpet, and I can't stand carpet. And it was really small, and there was nowhere to keep my bike, and there was nowhere to have a garden or anything like that. But it was in a really, really good spot. It was actually like a stone's throw from here, just a couple of blocks away, right across the highway from the beach. And but it just felt very exposed and small, and just the carpet, I just can't go past the carpet. I really, really want floorboards or lino or slate or something like that, you know. This is going to be a real hatchet job. I'm really bad at doing makeup fast, so I'm trying to pretend I'm in one of those RuPaul 15-minute like quick drag challenges. But there's one on I think it's Cranbourne Road that I really, really like. It's got a really cool garage that is underneath the house, and then these two really cool decks that sit, one sits out the front on the first floor, above, like, juts out above the shed, and then there's one on the other side of the house as well, a really nice big deck. So a nice big yard. The house is set right back from the road, so you know, you can hardly see the house. and there's another shed out the back as well. And I think it's got 3 bedrooms, and it's pretty cool. Like, it's not, it's, you know, it's probably about 2 or 3 k's from the beach, so it's a little bit of away from the beach, and it is on Croman Road. It's on like a main street kind of slipway thing, but you know, yeah, whatever. And then there's a couple like down the peninsula that I want to have a look at, so I just got to take a ride down there and see if, you know, I can see if it's feasible for me to live further down the coast. Alright, so I've been using, I'm actually just about out, and I have replaced it. Like, this is one of my low buy things that, you know, the will I buy it again kind of thing, and the answer is yes. It's fairly new. It's the CoverGirl Clean and Fresh, like their vegan light coverage foundation, and it is really, this is, I don't know what shade this is. It's getting a bit light for me now that I'm getting a bit of sun. This is 560 medium. Light one is very light. But this is great. Like, it's really light coverage. It just, you know, gives you a kind of just a nice smooth look. It doesn't seem to dry you out. It goes on a little bit powdery at first. Like, you think, ew, this is a bit fucking weird. But as time passes, like after about half an hour, it kind of gets this burnished, like, into your skin look, and it kind of starts looking a lot more like your skin. Yeah, and I quite like it. It's quite good. Alright, I'm like totally just throwing it on my fucking face right now, so I'm usually trying to be a bit more careful. And I usually buff it off a bit as well with like a damp beauty blender or beauty sponge or whatever. My ears have decided to be red since I don't know what it is, since I got older. Alright, okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's still a bit damp and the light's very bright. But yeah, it comes out looking pretty nice. It's a bit better. The lights are I'm really bad at this kind of lighting at night. Okay, now for the next thing that I'm also very terrible at. Brows. Let's hear it for the brows. Let's give the brows a hand. Let's hear it for my brows. Now you got to understand. I'm unable. Oh, here it is. Okay, my brow stick, which I think at the moment is just a Rimmel Brow Pro Micro. I usually shave off most of my eyebrows, but at the moment, as you can see, I've put a brown rinse through my hair and I'm letting my eyebrows grow in because I'm trying not to look too freaky when I go and look when I go and do, like, look at houses. I'm going for the kind of, what am I going for? Well-to-do, kind of successful, self-employed, older lesbian lady look, if that's such a thing. I figure I don't need to tell anyone who I am. I can just let them assume whatever they like. And as long as whatever they assume, it helps me get my house with no trouble, then I'm cool. I don't care what anyone thinks or wants to call me. Anyway, here I am rambling about shit. Alright, that's a pretty rough brow, but you can't really tell once it's on camera. So I sit pretty far away, so they don't need to be too exact. This is very different for me, being like very like slap happy and going, fuck it, she'll be right. Like usually I'm so anal about all of this. That's why it takes me like an hour usually to do my brows. Oh, I have this other cool thing too. Is it this one? No, where is it? Oh no, this is the old one. But I've got a new and better one, which I think is a Nude by Nature one. But this one's kind of cool too. I like the wand on it. It just has like one side and it combs your brows quite nice. And coats them quite nicely in a way that those mascara wand things don't. Anyway, so that was, yeah, I've been looking for the houses, blah, 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 blah. I still haven't looked at my counselling homework. Bad me. Moving on. And I'm still really tired all the time and really, really just so stressed out about failing all of this and just not being able to pull it off, even though I've been working on it for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. I'm still worried that something will just go wrong somehow. But it's all right. Anyway, go and watch. I'll try and remember to put it in the description box. Go and watch Philip DeFranco's video from today, because you know, if you're at all a creator or inclined to support creators on YouTube, because some really dodgy shit's gone down with a nice creator called Totally Not Mark, and it's probably, you know, it's easier to just go and watch DeFranco's video for the lowdown rather than like listen to me bumble on badly trying to explain it. But it's another like really quite major false DCMA strike thing that it's just beyond the pale, quite honestly. It's a big company just very much taking advantage and being hypocritical about the role that they want influencers to play, promoting, you know, their products and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll try to remember to link DeFranco's video. It's worth going and watching, and maybe, you know, sending a tweet or some kind of social media post YouTube's way in support of Totally Not Mark. And, you know, for YouTube just to really up their game and start doing something about fixing up the holes in the DCMA and copyright guidelines in their procedures and stuff. So, okay, this is a really good eye base. It's W7, which I think is a Pommy brand, and I think you get it from Kohl's, I think, and also from some chemists. It's really cheap. It's vegan. I think that eye base was like $5 or $6. No shit, it rivals any P. Louise base. Like, it's so surprising. It's self-setting. It's like, it's really, really good. It's like the best eye base I've found that isn't like over $25. All right. What are we doing now? Okay, a little bit of pick a palette. Right, I've been really boring, really boring lately, so I'm just picking this same bloody colour all the time, so we'll try and be a bit less interesting. This is a beautiful palette. This is a West Australian, an indie brand. It's ethically sourced mica, vegan palette. Colour story is based on the beautiful northwest Australian Pilbara region. It's got a couple of duochromes and a gorgeous topper. It's really nice, and let's see if I can do it any kind of justice whatsoever. You get to see how crappy I am. I'm still a complete fucking noob at putting this stuff on, so you can get to laugh at me while I struggle on looking incompetent, which is my favourite. I love looking incompetent. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I had written down anyway to fucking talk about. Life's pretty, same old, same old. Just crazy, packing up, cleaning, organising, booking things. Did some dates for booking the truck and stuff today. Had a chat to Mum, all that kind of thing. So, oh my God, it's all about just not letting the anxiety overwhelm me, because quite honestly, anxiety is a big issue at the moment. Like I don't think I've been able to breathe out all the way for weeks now. I haven't been able to get my breathing down, into the lower parts of my chest and stuff. And I know when things are getting quite strained, because I start having these really kind of horrible little hallucinations where I think somebody is in the room with me, or I think someone's hiding behind the door, or I see these little insects scurrying around everywhere, and I keep thinking there's something like a big bug on the wall next to me and stuff like that, and so that's kind of when I know, when I start kind of seeing stuff like that, I start knowing, I kind of realise, okay, you're starting, the stress is starting to fucking get to you, you're starting to go a bit fucking weird. Because, the last couple of days when I've thought somebody was in the house and stuff like that, and, thought somebody was bloody, hiding in the room next to me and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It's part of my brain's going, don't be silly, no one's there, but the response part of me is, the beyond logic part is convinced that actually somebody is there, and I have to fucking get up and be ready to kind of run thing. Yeah, so it's quite disconcerting, and usually when that happens, I kind of take all the time off, you know what I mean, and I focus on I focus on coming out of that and being mindful and blah 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 blah, but I don't feel like I've got the time to do that right now. I feel like if I just rest for 1 minute, I'm gonna end up homeless. So I'm basically just winding myself up tighter and tighter so that I stay in one form, and hoping that I can last, basically. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. But, I'm not trying to fucking cry about it or go, oh, poor me, or anything like that. These are the kind of times when I find myself like this, and get a bit overwhelmed. I'm like, it's all right. There are plenty of people in heaps worse situations than you, really dire situations, and, and they're not fucking giving up. They're just as scared and just as worried and just as stressed, and, they just want to crawl into the covers and bloody make it all fucking go away as well. But they're going to find a way through. And if they can, so can you. And so I just keep telling myself that shit, man. It doesn't really matter whether I believe it or not. As long as I keep my mind turned away from certain things and keep it focused on other things, and I reckon I'm pretty safe. I mean, I can feel it. And I can feel it welling up, you know, and just threatening to fucking overwhelm me, but no, got a job to do. The price of fucking giving in to that panic is too high, and you know, I'm not willing to pay it. Alright, now we're going to find a nice little brownie McBrown, nice darker brown. Let's try this pretty Juvia. This is a Juvia's Place. It's actually a blush palette, but I'd only use this colour for the blush, and the rest of it I tend to use for eyeshadows. And I was scared for ages and ages to use the orange as the blush, because it really is for a much darker like skin tone than I have if you want to use it for blush. But I just I just do a couple of presses with the blush brush and then tap it quite dramatically. And because I have a really tiny face, I don't go that hard with the blush anyway, because it just overwhelms my face. I only put like the tiniest little kind of kiss of it on my face, really. Alright, I'm pretty much done here, because I haven't got time to get too like dramatic or whatever. I just want to get rid of this big ugly flap here. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to sign out before I finish anyway, because otherwise fucking this will go on forever and I'll never get it uploaded. But keep hanging in there, guys. Alright, the countdown's on. This is a weird time of year, and if this is the time of year that you struggle, then, you know, we've either got to distract ourselves until it's over, or, you know, we've got to find something to do and then go and do it. Because really it's just a matter of fucking getting through these next fucking little bit, getting through all this crazy shit until fucking kind of school starts again. And I don't know why this time of year fucking brings up so much weird shit for so many people, but it does. Myself included. I think that's why we gotta just, you know, really, really hang in there and remind ourselves, you know, remind each other to hang in and make it to the other side, yeah. I'm just smacking a bit of pink on now just to be funny. Alright. Okay, so look, I'll let you stick around for this little bit of what should we put on? Well, we've gone pink, so we better do this. This colour's called Chert. I can get it to work. These things are really good for making shimmers go on good. Especially if you put like a tiny bit of setting spray or something on with it. Alright, so I am gonna throw a little bit of dark brown eyeliner on, and also some brown mascara, but that'll pretty much be the look, and then probably like a brownie red kind of lip, maybe wifey or something like that. But I won't put you through all that kind of stuff. I won't torture you, don't you worry. I don't want the one with the glitter. I want the one without the glitter. course, that's the one we can't find. So I will now just sign off and hope that you guys have a fucking great day. Thanks for bearing with me if you made it this far. Remember, if you want to go and win the copy of Jordan Peterson's Beyond Order that we just finished reading, go back to the giveaway video, which I think is a couple of videos back in my uploads, and go and drop yourself a comment there to be in it to win it. Alright, love you heaps. Happy Vlogmas and all that. Let's go to the countdown. You doing anything good over the holidays? Gonna go and see some family or do anything cool like that? You know, do something like that that the old fucking panini has held you up for over the last year or two. So I hope you're going to do something cool anyway. Hope you're going to see some good family or some good friends or some cool people you haven't seen for ages. Because it's definitely a time to go and be with people that you care about. Because remember, the next time you see them, they might be gone. And you'll never be able to tell them that you love them ever again. So tell them often and tell them true. And see you flip side. Alright, later, Ratbags.